morning. You have to see my yard sale find of the century. Can we just talk about this dress for a second? Can we just talk about this house dress and how it is marvelously wonderful? I mean, hello, tie at the waist, fluffy sleeves, and look, got chickens on it. I really think this is, does it have pockets? If this has pockets, my life is made. No, it does not have pockets. I think that it was time to replace the house coat. I agree. We just have to appreciate this for just a minute. We just have to appreciate it. I know. It flows when I walk. It matches my Crocs. Tell me how cute I am with my egg basket ready to roll to the coop real quick. I look fabulous. I don't care what anybody says. I'm gonna wear this every day. It's a house dress. I got on my nightgown, so don't worry. But is this not like, oh, Chicken Fairy? Oh, I love it. I got this at Brown's Antique Mall in Nitro for $20. And I was like, oh, I must take this home with me. I even tried it on right there in the middle of the antique booth. Right over top of my shorts and t-shirt. Now I have lovely $5 egg basket that I found in North Carolina. And now I have the dress. Can we just appreciate it for just a minute? Can we just appreciate it? Like, I just want to appreciate it. I feel like a magical chicken fairy in this house dress. I want to wear it all the time. And it spins. Oh, makes me so happy. Anyway, and it's got chickens on it. It's not chickens on it. So, we just couldn't wait. We just had to show you this. Now I'm taking you back over to sit down. Because Sean gets antsy when I get moving around the porch. Good morning. Now you're too tall. Son of a... Nothing's ever right. It's Sunday morning. Is that camera lens as dirty as I think it is? Why, yes. No, just me. Wrinkled. Anyway. Now that it is officially the first day of summer, I will be wearing this instead of a fur coat until the first frost. So get ready to see me in the chicken pink bathrobe. I know. No, Siggy. Pfft, you're on the wrong porch tray. Oh, okay, you're smoking one on the porch. Okay, it's like, hello. Did you forget why we were here? So I have to say this out loud, and it's hilarious. Okay, so you know that I just fly off the hip 90% of the time when I'm sitting here on the porch, and I just talk about whatever we talk about because it comes up. Like, you'll see me a comment, and I'm like, let's talk about that. And the whole Ding Dong DoorDash / Uber Beats has reached 1 million views. And I'm like, oh no. So last night, Tammy Pescatelli, the famous comedian who's funnier than hell, has been funny my whole life, Tammy Pescatelli, commented on my video, and then y'all, I am so excited. You don't know. Yesterday on Instagram, I got followed by 2 famous comedians and a Playboy Playmate. Don't even talk to me right now. I'm in my chicken robe and I am feeling fabulous. But just in case you want an employee shirt, they are on my website now. Sean made them, and they're really funny. They say Uber Beats, and it's a bag with a fist in it. They look like employee shirts. They literally look like you could work for us. And I love how the comments were like, violence isn't the answer. I'm like, humor is, though. Are you kidding me? Do I look like I want to get blood on my new chicken dress? I can slice you quicker with my tongue than I can a knife. It's what I do. It's a gift. Good morning. So what are you doing this morning? I just had to show you this. Oh, just look at the sleeves. I couldn't wear it all the time. Tom, I thought was dying. Okay, Tom is my turkey, who's a meat turkey, who I got by accident last spring at the Rural King because the little kid that got me my chickens didn't know his ass from a hole in the ground. And he was like, this one's a real tall chicken. I'm like, that's a turkey. And he's like, no, it ain't a turkey. I'm like, it's a turkey. It had the knob on its nose. You knew it was a turkey. Yeah, he didn't. So, long story very short. Why did I put that back in that cup holder? That's dumb as hell. Sarah Beth, stupid. Just stop moving things. Anyway, so Tom was supposed to go on to his happy reward long about 4th of July last year. Oh. And he is still alive. So he is 86 pounds. He has hardly no feathers left. He looks like my Aunt Myrtle when he tries to walk. And he just goes, and he just kind of lays on his big ass all day. So I know he's an old man in turkey terms and that he's probably going to die because I haven't killed him and he's going to die a natural death because his organs are going to start shutting down because he's meat turkey. But I am trying to give him good quality of life. So the other day he was looking real pecked. He's laying out there in the round just like, and I was like, you're dying. You're dying right now. So I went out there with Fridays when trash day comes. I clean out the refrigerator and any leftovers I give to the chickens. So I had like a Little Caesars pizza box with like chicken and dumplings and pasta salad and a couple of carrots and a pepper that went back. You know, just shit in your fridge. You can feed anything to a chicken except for onions and avocados. Like, they love it. Don't feed them a lot of sweets. Let's not get fat chickens. I mean, hello. But, you know, they love cheese. Oh, my God, they love cheese. And, of course, they love vegetables. So, you know, and pizza. Oh, my God. So, poor little Tom, like I said, laying out there real pecked in the round. Just... Take me turkey hunting. I'm the best. So anyway, as soon as I laid that pizza box on the ground, he come running at me like the fat kid in dodgeball. That little some bitch. He ain't dying. He's just ornery. Thank you. Thank you for liking it. All my makeup today came from the Dollar Tree. Every bit of it. I just wanted to see if it would work. I'm telling the truth. Every bit of my makeup came from the Dollar Tree today. Bronzer drops. Liquid bronzer, shadow stick, fake eyelashes, lip liner. My whole face cost about $8 at the Dollar Tree. I was trying it out. It doesn't cover as good up here as my stage makeup, but I thought, okay, if I'm out this summer and I just need to keep like a little makeup kit in my purse in case I have to do like a show real quick or a TV show real quick or a radio spot real quick or whatever. I don't want to look like the wreck of the Hespers. So I thought, well, I'll just have me a little travel kit, but I don't spend a lot of money on it because the same shit it's for, same shit at Dollar Tree. It's just a different box. You just got to check the ingredients. So I went the other day, picked up a variety of small things that make me look tan and put together. So less than $10, you can look as cheap as I do. You're welcome. So anyway, Aber Beats, your t-shirts are online. Buy one, wear them to a show. I think it'd be so funny. Everybody's like, what are you doing? Are you actually advocating violence? I'm like, no, I'm advocating that you watch your mouth. Because all it would take is one men of rage hormone meltdown for me to just smack the taste right out of your mouth. Bill, I don't know what's up with that. They changed the friggin' update on Facebook here lately, and my algorithm got all screwed up. And then they were like, you can't see any of your people you follow unless you go to this specific page. I'm like, they keep changing it up. It's because they figured out that we know how to make money off of it. And then they're like, nope, can't be doing that. I got this glass to match my carnival glass that matches my peach luster that Fire King dishes that I collect. Got these two. I got two of them. And they were $6 a piece, marked half price, marked 50% off that. So I got them for $1.50 a piece. I know, shut up. And so now I have 20 of them total. And, oh, I forgot to show you the best part. It's not the best part, but it's one of my favorites. Hang on, shut up. So, I don't know if you all collect antiques, and I don't care if you do or not, because I do. But, I collect these glasses. These glasses. Sometimes they have a little hexagonal beehive shape in them, and sometimes they're the basket shape. You see, like that's got the straight up and down stripes in it. So, do I have another one of those out here? No. Sean actually took all these glasses in last night. All right, anyway. You would think that we had a party of 50 because we don't use paper cups. We use real dishes and we use real china in my house because every day's a party. Hello, did you see my dress? So, I found on a back shelf at the Sarah Beth Terry, right. The Browns Antique Mall in Nitro, West Virginia. And I told them I'd give them a shout out because they were awesome. And they called the vendor and everything and got me a discount. So there was a 76% discount in that booth, in the Sam's booth upstairs. I don't know who that is, but that was what the name was on the booth. And everything's 76% off from now to the 4th of July. And I saw this in the corner of my eye, and I went, nay, 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 nay. That is the dandelion picture, carnival glass. We're looking circa 50s, 60s. This goes on eBay for like $100 by itself, and I have 5 of them because I junk. So anyway, mine that I love is in my storage building at home with the dandelions on it, and I wanted to have the dandelion picture. So anyway, I saw that it said $30, and it come with the 8 glasses. I already had the drink carrier. I know, I'm that extra. So anyway, when I got downstairs and they did the discount, and then I got another discount because I bought so much stuff, I got this whole set for $7.45. Who wants to come have sweet tea on my porch? I can have 8 of us at a time. I know. I'm so excited. Shut up. I'm so excited. So I got that. And as I got ready to leave, no, wait, now I was there and I went to the Somewhere in Time Antique Mall. Because you know, I have a very specific niche collection of mid-century Mother Mary porcelain planters that you used to get at the funeral home. So anyway, so as I was getting ready to leave, you know, I have 4 of them. Sean broke one, but we're going to talk about it. It breaks my heart. So I have the big, the OG Mother Mary. Hang on, let's see if I can reach her. Planter. Is she not so? Love her. She came from my friend Amber at Dead People's Junk and Stuff about a year ago, give or take. And so I started collecting them, and I have 4 of them, okay? So I got ready to leave the Somewhere in Time Antique Mall in Nitro, West Virginia. And when I got ready to leave, guess what I saw? She's a planter. She was 5 doll hairs. She came home with me. And then sitting right down the street from her in another booth was her other sister, Mary. I had to pay $10 for her. But that's okay. Combined, I spent $7.50 each if you average it up. So now I have 6. 6 Mother Marys. Okay, hang on. I'm not even Catholic. That's what makes it so funny. I just like iconography. I think it's funny. It's not funny. It's just, it's a tribute to the days of yore. Anywho, I got a whole bunch of other stuff too, but I don't want to dig it all out and show you, except for this one chicken that's sitting here on the porch, and he's made 10. I'm going to hang him on my coop. Anyway, so I went to a good yard sale out near St. Albans down by the river, and when you go down towards Tornado, there's a tornado West Virginia and a hurricane West Virginia. Don't get me started. Anyway, so we just like to name things after the things that they are, you know. So I went to this cute little storage unit shop. Like they just like clean out storage units and sell stuff. I got, get this, 3 plant stands, a quilt rack, a Tucker tote full of crap that I ain't even went through yet, a stack of Bibles, the history of West by God, Virginia from 1941. So I'm super excited to read that. It's really old. And but anyway, and what else did I get while I was out there? Big pink basket and some Tupperware. I spent $10. I spent $10 and I filled up the entire back of my car. It's like we couldn't go nowhere else. And Sean said, we might as well go home. I was like, well, no, because you said you're just going to go yard sale with me. And you didn't. You sat in the car and worked on my social media content, which is great. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So we went to the first yard sale, and then we cut back up through to go towards Nitro. You know, you have to cut through St. Albans and cut across there at the Nissan dealership. Anyway, so as I was going up that way, saw 3 people on the side of the road with yard sale, stopped, got 2 lace tablecloths and something else. Maybe a planner. I don't know. But I met the nicest people. I met Norm and Carolyn and Vivian, and I got to pray over them, and we got to visit, and then I walked down to, okay, then we went into Nitro, and I stopped by Amber's Dead People's Junk and Stuff. I can't talk very well today. Dead People's Junk and Stuff on 21st Street in Nitro. Anyway, So I stopped there because she had a baby pink planter with little chandelier things on it that I had been spotting for a couple weeks now. And she gave me a really good deal on it. So I brought it home. And she said, have you been down the street? And I said, no, but I'm fixing to go. And so when I went down there, I went to Somewhere in Time. And that's where I got the Marys. And I got another plant stand that matched the one I got for $1. Fantastic. And then I wandered back up the street to the Brown's Antique Mall. They have the cutest antique stores and junk stores in Nitro, and no one talks about it. Maybe I shouldn't talk about it. Maybe that's why they're such good stores, because no one knows where they are yet. But I had a big time. I even made 2 separate purchases. I got the cookie jar. Oh, my God. I'm not going to go inside and get it because it'll get the dogs all tore up. But let me see if I can't find it. I took a picture of it. It was from JCPenney, and my daddy bought it for my mom. Okay, in 1981 when he got his first JCPenney charge card. I know. He went to JCPenney, got them a stackable washer and dryer, this cookie jar, and 2 matching windsuits. I know. It was the 80s. We don't have the windsuits anymore. But Mom still has this cookie jar sitting in our kitchen, and Dad keeps Little Debbie's in it, and he has for 45 years. So I saw it. Here, get the picture up here so I can see it. It's this. I might as well just walk in there and get it, but it's full of stuff. So this is it. This is it. Right? Okay. So I walked by yesterday, and I was like, that's Mom and Dad's cookie jar. And I can't have it yet because both of them are still alive. They're not going to give me their cookie jar because Dad still keeps Little Debbie's in it. So I bought it. And then I got it really for a really good deal. And I got it for like 35% off. So I was really excited. And so I got home and I called Mom and I was like, look what I found. And she's like, and then I showed her my Cracker Barrel and my cookie jar that was made by Cornware. And she was like, and then I showed her the clock that I got at Vintage Rose down here. And she was like, you have recreated my entire kitchen. I said, no, just that corner. I didn't have that many tiny trinkets full of stuff. I don't have jars full of buttons. I'm just recreating the cute little TV corner that we all used to sit at and watch the TV on school mornings when we thought we'd get up for snow. So I had a little nostalgia, and in one little corner of my house, it exactly looks like the corner in my mom's kitchen that we used to watch the TV on. I mean, I'm just telling you, I rocked yesterday. The most I spent was on this chicken dress, but I think it's worth it. It don't show my boobies. It's got 2 buttons, like there's a button over here on the inside and a button. I think that I could probably pattern this and make some more. Anybody know how to sew? I mean, I know how to sew-ish. Like, I can make, like, aprons and, like, pillowcases. But, like, things that's got, like, a possibility of being worn in public, I'm a little wary of. But I think that if we go down there to that Hobby Lobby, not today because they're closed. Why? Why is Hobby Lobby closed on a damn Sunday? That's the only day I like to craft. I can't get no fried chicken at the Chick-fil-A, and I can't go craft. There's something in my bra and it's poking at me. Anyway, so I think I could make a pattern to this, and I could make more of them. Probably go down there to the Lexington Tent and Awning and get some material. I think it'd take about 4 yards. Angie, you sew? Do you sew? Can you make me a pattern? Can we talk about this? Can we talk about how awesome that this is? See, Paula, it's the nostalgia. And I mean, it's even the sound. Like putting the ceramic lid back on it, and like, I can hear Dad at 2 in the morning, like getting up and having a couple Oreos and watching the news and like couldn't sleep, worried about something, or going deer hunting, or was up, taking the dogs out, and I can hear that clink, and I'm like, Dad's up. I don't know. So if you do sew, and you can either offer me your services and you can be my new designer, or we can work together and you could teach me stuff, because I learned from Donald Trump that the best way to succeed is to surround yourself with people that know how to do shit that you don't. You can't do it all. You have to have a team. That's why King David had the 3 and the 30. You need to read your Bible. Anyway, so I think that we should make, if you sew or are proficient at making patterns, or just want to get together and visit and stitch and bitch, I think we need to make more of these, and I would like your help. So DM me. I do want to create my own line. I want to call it Queen Bee Bazaar. And it not be Bizzarre, like, you know, like things are bizarre, or a bazaar, like I'm going to go shop, like Bazaar. I want to just be like Bazaar, because I'm the Queen Bee. So it'd be like knickknacks and paddywhacks and give a dog a bones, you know, like it would be like so much fun stuff and stuff I've worn on stage and stuff I've designed and hats that I've made and jewelry I've made. And there's a tag in the back of this. That's what's bugging me. Listen, I got a perm the other day and we're not going to talk about it. It went fine, but I'm spoiled. My granny did my hair for 40 years, and there's just a certain way that you have to give a perm. And there's certain ways that you have to prep for a perm. But we forgot to put the towel on before we put my cape on, and I have a 2nd-degree chemical burn on my neck right now. And then I hurried up and got in the shower and like held my hair up and rinsed that shit off, and then didn't realize it, and now I have blistered the crack of my ass. It was that strong of a perm solution. Because it had washed down my back and blistered the crack of my ass. Paula had its own like alarm system on it, right? Like you could be so quiet, like you take the lid off, you get a cookie out, you open up the refrigerator door with your foot so you have enough light to see to take the cookie out, and then you went, and everybody woke up. I'm like, son of a bitch. Like it might as well be a whip, 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 like them stupid things at the Walmart when you try to open it and get your face cream out. And I'm like, I'm not stealing this. How come TVs are sitting out in the middle of the aisle, but my face cream is behind glass? Walmart, you make no sense. So I don't shop there no more. That and everybody that works at the one up here is stupid. Not everybody. I met a girl there the other day who she's like, I used to work there. I'm like, well, you don't seem that stupid. But I'm going to tell you what, that one that yanked my TV out of my cart and flipped it up in the air because I self-checked out myself. We're not going to get back into it. It's the Lord's Day. Morning. Hi. So, that's what I did. Today is Father's Day, so if you've got one, which you should because you're here, wish him a happy Father's Day. And if you can't, do something that he liked to do and think of him fondly. My dad is in Irvin. I'm going to call him today. I tried to get him to come up today, but they got a lot of stuff going on. And they went to that new steakhouse in Richmond last night. And they put their name on the list at 8:15. They said it'll only be a few minutes, and they were still sitting there at 9 o'clock. Mom's like, hell with this, I'm going home. Dad said, hell with that, I'm not. I'm going to Sonny's barbecue because I'm still hungry. So they went to Sonny's. They met a little girl named Caitlin that worked the drive-thru, and she was sweet as pie to them, talked to them like we talking right now on the porch. So nice to my mom and dad, and they had such a rough night, and Mom was so upset about it, and Dad, of course, don't give a shit, but he, he's long for the ride and he was hungry. So Mom's like, so we come over here to Sonny's because they were just just rude. And Mom said she ran to somebody else. Who was it? I don't remember who she ran into as they was coming out. And their hamburger was as raw as they just cut it off the damn cow. And I was like, listen, y'all going to have to do better with your new steakhouse or else all of us from Irvin are going to go somewhere else. Now that you got ice called in, there's only 2 sit-down restaurants in all of Irvin. And neither one of them's something I want to eat all the time. So anyway, call your dad. Or think of your dad. Or whatever. Like, just remember, daddies are important too. And if he has went on to his eternal reward, then, do something that he liked to do and think about him today. Be like, Dad always liked to grill out. I think we're going to grill out today. Or Dad always liked to go out to the lake. Let's go out to the lake today. You don't have to do it all day. Just thank your dad. There you go. Rita, that's awesome. Or find a dad that you admire and wish them a happy Father's Day. Be like, you're a cool dad. Happy Father's Day. I have 2 fathers. The one in Irvin and the one up there. And I've talked to both of them today. So that was either Sean Darling sneezing or the dog barking. It could be either one. But anyway. So today my ultimate plan was to get out here in the garden, but I think I spent enough time out in the garden in the past couple of days. I need to stake my tomatoes because they're getting too tall and they're tipping over. But other than that, I just think I need to get in there to that closet. Because I have so many clothes. And I have to, it's first day of summer, so I have to switch out all the stuff that I can't wear anymore because it's past Easter and it's past Memorial Day. Like, we don't need to be wearing velvet. We don't need to be wearing patent leather. We don't need to be, like. I always thought about that. Why is it called patent leather? Do you have to get a patent for that leather? Why is it so shiny? Who's Cole and why does he have slaw? Things I think about. Kids be wild with energy. She got to sleep at past 4 a.m. Oh my gosh, Grace. At that point, just get them up and make them milk the chickens and feed the cows. Feel like you're up. Get after it, Jedediah. These dishes ain't gonna wash themselves. Anyway. Jamaica's going to her mother-in-law's. When you say it's hard to tell what you'll get into, does that mean that y'all probably get into a cat fight, or that mean that you might just end up at a Goodwill and report back later? If you do have some kind of knockdown, drag-out brawl today, make sure that you go live. Avery Bates. That'll be our promotional video. Awesome. I think that's incredible. Stephanie, that's awesome. Vietnam was not an easy trek, and a lot of people just kind of skirted under the rug. My Uncle Danny suffered with, back then, was shell shock. Agent Orange, but they didn't know it was called PTSD back then. And like, if we knew then what we know now, how different our generation might be. You might leave the war, but the war never leaves you. I do know that much. I've been an Army brat for 43 years. So what else is going on today, other than it's been Father's Day and the first day of spring, or for summer? Sarah. First day of summer. Hello. Sarah, that's awesome. Awesome. That's awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, what? This bang just popped out. Nope. Can't have that. Have fun. Well, Dawn, it's not a surprise if you didn't tell it on Facebook, because you know we talk. What's his name? I'll text him. Be like, brush your teeth. You got company coming. That's all I'm allowed to say. I've not seen a lot of Blue Jays this year. Has anybody else noticed that? A lot of robins, a lot of starlings. Not a lot of Blue Jays. Anyway. Angela's going to her daughter's with all the adult kids and grandkids for lunch and swimming. Well, I'll be right there. What time? Do I need to bring a cheese ball? Can I wear a two-piece and nobody make fun of me? I'm at the age now where I don't care. I don't care. I mean, I get it. But the people that run marathons know they don't have to. I've said this before. I'd rather be happy. And nothing about dieting makes me happy. Nothing about walking upstairs that go nowhere at a gym for 4 hours makes me happy. Nothing about putting on my tennis shoes and sweating it to the oldies makes me happy. You know what does make me happy? Oh, the turkeys want to know. Do you want to know? Going to the Goodwill, going to the Home Depot, going to the Restore, going to the Hobby Lobby, going to the Peddler's Mall. That makes me happy. I bet you I get my 10,000 steps in, and I tell you, I know I've hauled enough chicken feed that there's no reason why I should have these. Am I going to start doing push-ups? I don't really care about how they look. I just care about how they feel. And when I'm done saying hi to somebody, you should be done too. I'm like, hi. And they're like, what's going on? How's your mom and them? I'm like, quit. We don't even know them that well. Damn it. Anyway, a two-piece is fine. Angel, send me the address. Is it in West Virginia? Anyway. Hello from Comanche, Oklahoma. Well, hello, Crystal. Good to see you. Blue Jays are abundant this year, and they're mean. Paul ain't got none up here. Maybe it's because my chickens scare them off. Hell, I don't know. Are you running marathons? Like actual 26-point-something whatever miles marathon? I might run to the marathon when I run out of cigarettes later, but that's about as far as I'm going to go with a marathon. Or I could watch a Netflix marathon. See, there's 2 marathons. I'm going to put that on my back. I'm going to put Netflix marathon 0.0. Back windshield of my car. There's 3 things you never have to ask anybody. If they're a Democrat, if they're a vegetarian, or if they run marathons. Because they'll tell you. They'll tell you right out the go. I'm vegan. Okay. So do you want bacon on your cheeseburger or no? No? Remind me. I tried to be a vegan once and then, had that corn dog at a truck stop and I was like, I forgot how much I like these. Like, I couldn't do it. I did that whole food plant-based diet for like 6 months, got sick as a friggin' dog. My gallbladder got all turned inside out. No, don't do that. No. This is what, nothing good comes of me trying to be healthy, and I'll tell you why. Last time Gretchen told me to get on vocal rest for a couple of days, I got a kidney stone. And then the last time that I tried to cleanse and do a detox thing, I got sick as a dog and had the flu for 3 days. Nothing good comes of me trying to be healthy. It just makes me sick. I'm well preserved in drugs and alcohol at this point. I'm 43 years old, and I'm probably not going to stop. Now I just smoke a little of the God's Green Ganja, have a little bit of tobacco from Mr. Philip Morris. Thank you for making a cowboy cut that is cheaper on my wallet. And I spend most of my residual income on chicken feed and things that I can plant in my yard that absolutely don't produce food. But in the meantime, I write country songs and write stories and working on a book and working on a new project and writing custom songs for people, which I love to do. I love to do that. That clears out the attic so quick for me. Somebody will be like, I'll be in a writer's block and be like, what am I going to write about today? What am I going to write about today? What am I going to write about today? And then somebody will be like, hey, listen, when my husband my boyfriend got out of prison, he turned into a mean drunk. And I'm like, I'm listening. They're like, I'd like a song about it. I'm like, okay. Money, please. I'll have this back to you in probably about 48 hours. So I'll sit here and I'll study on it, and I'll smoke about it, and I'll pray about it, and I'll get in the dictionary for a minute, and the Bible, and I'll be like, there's a word I haven't used, let's use that word. And then I'll write a song, do you up a real sweet little demo that you can listen to over and over in your car with me or a number of my friends that sing for me, and we will send you your own custom song that no one else will have. It's just all you. The only one like it in the world. And that way, when you hear it one day on the radio, you can be like, this song was written about me. I know, because I told her to write it. And I'll be like, you're exactly right. And it turned out to be an amazing song. So my 5 little babies are doing real good in the breeder. They've lasted a whole month. Out of 13 babies, there's 5 left, and they're all feathered out. I think I've got 2 roosters. But I do know that Fuzzy Football laid a couple of eggs, and I did not know it, but her and the Araucana had made it up. And now my little Araucana baby has a black beak and 5 toes. So I'm like, she's still here. Like, I know she's dead, and it breaks my heart. She's been dead a week, and I still cry about it. But her baby's still here. So I'm going to call her Fuzzy. Fuzzy 2. Oak Hill, West Virginia, morning, Danita. How close is that to the Valley? Pretty close. Can we get a good bill today? How do you go about getting a custom song? They are on my website, singer-songwriter.com. It says under the services I offer, it's like book me or get me to write a song for you. And you can click on that, send all the stuff that you need, and then I get started. I enjoy it. It's probably like the people that like make quilts and bake cakes. I enjoy crafting songs for people. I enjoy being a song tailor. I enjoy being like, how do I fit this into, and I have references too. You can call Jessica Dennis Mullins. You can call Melanie Jones. You can call, who else wrote? Sherry Powell wrote Song Power. So, you know, I need to get my people that I've written songs for to be like, give me a testimony. And be like, this is great. Stephanie would love to. Get on sarahbethterry.com and fill out the little form, and I'll get started. We could do a whole album, Stephanie, whatever. It's just how much money you want to spend. I have time and I have a guitar, so the chickens won't mind. Lynn, again, I'm so excited. So excited. So if you want a custom song or you want information about a custom song, get on myname.com, sarahbethterry.com. And it's right there on the homepage. Along with the new Uber Beats t-shirts that we launched at midnight last night. Tammy Pescatelli texted me. She said, I mentioned something similar to this in my 2005 Comedy Central special or whatever. And I was like, I did not know it. Didn't even have cable back then. Had no idea. Didn't know who you was. But I told her, I said, that must mean that great minds think alike, because it came back around. I said, I'd love to collab with you. And she sent me back anytime. And yes, they do. And I was like, she didn't get mad. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. As a songwriter, I have literally sat in the room with people that aren't on the same song as I am. I have written a song one day, and my buddy wrote a song across town, and we come together for supper, and it's the same song. It's like tuning in a radio station. Ecclesiastes tells us that there's nothing new under the sun, period. I mean, have you seen it? 80s hair and fashion is coming back. The big hair and bangs is coming back. You heard it here first. So everything comes back around. So I'm looking at it going, these are ideas that are all part of the collective. These are ideas that are already out there in the universe, and it just depends on who's tuning in when they hear it as to who writes it down. Sometimes I'm a songwriter, sometimes I'm a channeler. And I didn't consciously be like, oh, this is hilarious, I'm going to steal it. No, hell no. never knew that. It just came to me sitting here talking about stuff with my girlfriends one day. Like, whatever. But I said, could you imagine if everybody got pissed off about every single... Nobody would have anything. No one would have any ideas. Look at the Bible. Matthew looking at Paul and say, you can't write that down. I put that in my book. And he's like, but I'm going to also put it in my book too because I have a different perspective. He's like, but I already put it in my book and I said it first. And he's like, well, that's cool. I'm referencing you and I'm giving you credit, but I'm also going to say it too and tell it to more people. And Matthew's probably like, guess who's getting audited, Paul? I still have connections. I'm just kidding. Paul liked to write everything down. So did Luke. Of course, he was a doctor. They were very meticulous. It probably took 3 or 4 nurses to translate what he was saying, though, because his handwriting was probably terrible. But anyway, I'm just speculating. I didn't know Luke. But I think that's so funny. You can't help but think about, like, Peter and Paul standing around one day, and Paul's like, hey, Peter, remember that one time that you was preaching that really boring sermon? And then that kid fell asleep, and then he fell out the window, and he died. And then we had to stop the sermon. We had to run outside and bring him back from the dead real quick before everybody freaked out. And Peter's like, yeah, but who's going to remember that? And Luke's over in the corner going, I think it'd be funny. Anyway. Having 5 songs in my catalog, all with the name River, and they're not the same song. You see what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't conscious. It wasn't malicious. It wasn't me being like, no. We all had a great idea. I happened to say it out loud. Didn't know somebody else had said it out loud in another universe, in another state, in another time frame, in another decade, in another century. Okay. It's like the other day, one of my favorite songs in the whole wide world is Red Wheelbarrow by Robinson Treacher. I've loved that song for 10 years, ever since I heard it the first time. I love that song. Love that song. And I was watching the fan episodes of The Office the other day on Paramount, because if you, not Paramount, on Peacock, because if you have Peacock like I got for Christmas, then you can watch the fan episodes, which is like all the extra and deleted scenes and stuff like that. So, when this was during the Robert California episodes, but he got up there and he said, so much depends upon the red wheelbarrow. All those chickens glazed with rain. And I was like, so I listened back to Robinson, and I was like, Robinson says it. Okay, so Robinson's a big William Thomas Williams fan who was a poet back in the 1900s. Okay, this is awesome. Okay, now I can put 2 and 2 together. So, like, people who do, like, Easter egg hunts on my songs, like the song Turnaround, that is a Naomi Judd quote. The entire song is basically a Naomi Judd quote. She said the dead-end street's a good place to turn around, and that's the hook of the song. I didn't know she said it when I wrote it. It just seemed like, this is a pretty good place to turn around because there's nowhere else to go. Then, once I put the lyrics up, already had written the song, already had finished the song, and then somebody texted me and said, you know, Naomi said that in an interview from 1994. And I said, why would I know that? I was 8 years old. But the point still stands. If it's in the ether, it'll come back around. Thank you, Carrie. It's just whoever's tuning in at the same time. But I don't want you to ever think that I'm just, like, on ChatGPT or on iFunny or I'm going through, like, Comedy Central archives to be like, what can I steal? I don't have that kind of energy, number one. Number two, I have too much shit going on in my own head to worry about whatever anybody else has ever said. And number three, yeah, if you've ever listened to anybody, ever, be it a musician, a politician, a speaker, a poet, a comedian, a motivational speaker, a preacher, whatever. Things will resonate with you. Things will stick in your claw. Things will stay with you, and it will come out in other places because that's the point of the human collective. If I have information and I share it with you and you don't share it with anybody else and it was good news, I mean, even Jesus said, go tell the good news, you know? So, it's part of it, I think. Sorry, I got off my cushion for a second and I felt like I was sliding. I have 2 cushions on this chair because otherwise I'm too short. So sometimes those 2 cushions don't sit right together and I have to, like, move them because otherwise I feel like I'm sitting like this. So I have to straighten it. Morning from South Florida. What you doing, Kim? Get us a gig down there. I want to come to the beach. I don't do anything. The next show we have, I have to look up because I don't have my, don't have it memorized. Let's see. Yeah, okay. I was like, good Lord, we're in the studio for like 3 weeks. I got one free weekend between now and then. So if you need music, July the 10th or 11th, then holler. But other than that, I will be on the road the 16th, 17th, 18th, 24th, 25th, 31st, 1st, 7th, 8th, 13th, 15th, 22nd, 21st, 30th, 31st, 25th. And on into Labor. That's still Labor Day. So, like, you have like 2 dates left. If you want me to come to where you are between now and Labor Day, call me. Send me a message. My phone number's literally on my website. And be like, hey, we're having a party on 4th of July and we need some music. Call me. Hey, we're going to the boat dock. Wear your 2-piece and bring your guitar. Call me. Hey, we're all getting together at Grandma's house and we're going to have a tug of war and we're going to toss eggs. Call me. I'm more fun in person. I need to get in there and tackle that closet. I may even end up doing a live about it and just be like, I'm going to try on everything in my closet and y'all tell me what looks good and what don't. We're not getting rid of this, though, because I look fabulous. Do you ever drive someone's car and tell they sit harder on one cheek than the other? Yes. And I'll tell you what's really funny is that if you're like my dad and wear your wallet in your back pocket, that when I drive his truck, I'm like, I have to readjust because the indentation where his wallet is in his back pocket makes it different. It's really funny that you said that. Am I coming to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina? Well, Daniel, that really depends on you. Give me a gig down there. I'd be glad to come. It's that simple. Find me a place to play, stay, and smoke. That's cool, Kelly. I'm going to have to look it up. Hello. Yes. I do private concerts too, Elaine. So I can also do this on your porch and do a concert. When am I going back to Nashville? I don't know. I need to go next week for G's birthday and give her birthday present. I'm one of those people that I kind of shop all year long. Like, I'm like, this is really cute for Mom. This is really cute for Devin. This is really cute for G. This is really cute for Sherry. This is really cute for Amber. Whatever. And if I see it, I'll put it away. And then I hope I think of it by their birthday, because otherwise I just give for Christmas. So, I'm hoping to go to Nashville. I got to go pick up Mary Jane, too, because my guitar is finally ready. The one that Sean accidentally brought backstage at the Opry on March 17th. Yes, Annie, I can. When I started the Queen Bee and Company Music Studio in 2013 in Louisiana, it was called, it was a teaching studio, and we had kids from 5 to 105. Taught them everything about music. And instead of recitals, we had concerts. But we had so many kids that I had to holler at my brother and be like, hey, can you move to Louisiana and teach guitar and drums, and I'll teach piano and guitar and voice, and my friend Nellie's coming to teach voice and teach the babies. And Dylan and Nellie ended up falling in love, and they got married, and now they took over the studio. But at the time, it was called Queen Bee and Company Music Studio, and my motto was Long Live the Queen, and my brother was the drum instructor and the endorsement liaison and the CFO. So he had one that says, I march to the beat of my own drum, because he's a drummer, and it's in the same font. And we had, like, that's what we got together. At Revolution Tattoo in Leesville, Louisiana, when it was still open. I have 20 tattoos. 20. I'd like to finish this one out to be like one quarter sleeve. And so that's like one tattoo instead of 3 separate tattoos or 5 separate tattoos. I always did my inside of my arms. And I'll tell you why, because I worked in the hospitality industry for a long time. And everybody's cool with tattoos until they can see them. So I always had tattoos that I could hide with long sleeve shirts or bracelets or stuff like that. So that's why all my tattoos are kind of hidden. Front porch tour. Yeah, we need to do that. Nancy, get me a gig. We just have about 25 of your friends. Everybody put money in the hat. I teach you how to make a cheese ball. We have a little feral Christian Bible study. I sing 30 or 40 songs. We hang out. We visit. We talk. We laugh. We cry. It becomes part of us. Become best friends. We switch email addresses. We switch phone numbers. We take a couple selfies, and then I hit the road. Put on your calendar, though, and it will be announced this week on August the 20th in Lyle, Kentucky. up in Greenup County, we're going to have a Feral Christian live on location. So if you want to come to the Bible study and be there in person and actually like ask questions and be interactive and have sweet tea and coffee and stuff with us, it's going to be August the 20th in Louis, Kentucky, in Greenup, Kentucky. So that announcement's coming really soon on the website. But we are going to take the Feral Christian show on the road. So my goal is once a month that we will be somewhere besides my porch. We'll be on somebody else's porch, somebody else's place. And we'll have one in person that way that you can come too. By popular demand, you should create an SBT tattoo. I have one. If you want one, we'll get to you. We're not going to talk about it. We don't want to talk about this. We're not going to talk about the fact that this hurt so bad. And it was so funny because when I got my IV for my kidney stone surgery, she goes, why is there a railroad crossing sign in your elbow? I said, because that's where the tracks go. Tracks ahead. Anyway. The ones on the top of my feet hurt pretty bad, but I was pretty drunk and young when I got them, and I got them both at the same time, which was stupid because then I had to bartend that night, and nothing hurts worse than wearing cowboy boots on top of a new tattoo when somebody's pouring whiskey down your shoe because they're drunk. I learned my lesson. So, that's what I know. Today, my goal is to get up and do something. I need to clean. Okay, I have to say this out loud or I won't get it done. I'm going to get up. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to put away the rest of the laundry that's in the dryer that I started last night. I'm going to put stuff in the dishwasher. I'm going to get my kitchen squared away. And then I'm going to start going through that closet today. Because my goal by the end of next week is to go out and get a storage unit so I can put all the Christmas stuff in it, put all the winter clothes in it, I have a little tiny house, and I did that on purpose because I've had huge houses. I've had houses like that had way more bedrooms than I would ever have people to sleep in them. What I have learned about having the big house on the hill with the 5 bedrooms and the 5 bathrooms and the big in-ground pool, and that's a lot of maintenance when you're not home but 2 days a week. That's a lot to keep up with when you are living out of a suitcase. That's a lot to deal with when you have chickens and dogs and a cat and a husband. That's a whole lot. So I've decided, instead of being 65 and downsizing, me and Sean are just going to downsize now. So I like our little tiny house. I like our great big yard. I like our animals. I like that we're on the road all the time. If we don't like the view, we can just get up and change. We got a camper, we'll move. So I've decided to kind of stay put. Because what's the point of me paying for a 5,000 square foot house with 6 bedrooms and I'm never home? And no one's in there. And I'm just going to fill it with junk I find at Goodwill because I'm a goldfish. So I'm trying to keep my mischief managed. A lot of you have asked if I live at Cracker Barrel. This is just my porch. I know. It looks like a Cracker Barrel. But you can't smoke at Cracker Barrel anymore. And my sweet tea's bitter. Carrie, that's awesome. You're turning an old abandoned country jail into a community resource center. Can I come to a concert there when you do the ribbon cutting? Because that would be awesome. Johnny Cash did one at Folsom. Why can't I do one there? Right? What's my favorite food? All of them. Meat, potatoes, chocolate. I don't know. It just depends what kind of mood I'm in. Last night I was in the mood for a hot ham and cheese, so that's what I made myself. Today, I don't know what I'm in the mood for. I don't have a favorite food. It depends on what day it is. It depends what kind of mood I'm in. If I'm really upset about something, when I was really poor and living in Nashville in my 20s, like, oh God, yesterday was 21 years ago that I moved to Nashville. Living in this little tiny apartment in Stewart's Ferry, and I decided to have everybody over that I worked with for supper one night, and there was not enough room, but we had a big time. But I remember whenever I was really upset and I really couldn't afford to, like, eat, you know what I'm talking about? That's why I started smoking. And I always kept tuna fish and orange juice, and I know this sounds gross, and mayonnaise and pickles in my fridge, because on days that I felt really homesick and I couldn't get home and I just wanted something that I made myself, I would make me a toasted tuna fish sandwich and drink a glass of orange juice, and that would, like, make me not feel so alone in the world. I don't know why. That was my comfort food in my 20s. That and Weight Watchers chicken carbonara that I ate probably every night for 6 months because they were on sale at the Kroger one time. But anyway, you just get burned out on food. Bologna and Mater sandwich. Listen, I cannot wait for these tomatoes in my backyard to get real good and big and ripe, because that is my favoriteest thing on a hot summer day. If I'm hungry but I don't want to eat. I'll have a big old tomato and Hellman's mayonnaise sandwich with a little bit of salt and pepper on white bread from Heiner's. Oh, so good. Happy birthday, Carissa. Happy birthday to Carissa. Happy birthday to Carissa. Happy birthday to Carissa. Happy birthday to Carissa. Thanks for being on the porch. Happy birthday. I'll be 43 in August, so I'm right behind you. Tell me how it is, okay? Don't spoil it for me. But if there's like some health things or potholes I need to worry about, just, let your girl know. Yeah, there's always weed on the porch. Whether it's because I haven't weeded my flower baskets up here or because I bought it and I'm going to smoke it. This is what the porch is for. Everybody wish Chris a happy birthday. Be friendly. Don't be rude. Act like I raised you right. Hey, it's Aaron's birthday too. Happy birthday to Aaron. Happy birthday to Aaron. It's Aaron Russell's birthday too. Happy birthday to Aaron. That's two. So that means we got a 1981 baby. We got a 1982 baby. We got a 1983 baby. Made in the 80s. Amy's birthday was day before yesterday. Happy birthday, Amy. Lorraine's gonna be 51. We're not in July yet. Lorraine, don't get ahead of me. Don't get ahead of me. We just got 3 birthdays in like one little fell swoop. Wish them a happy birthday. Everybody feels better about having happy birthdays. My mom burnt me out on pork chops. I understand that, Stephanie. Happy 57. Excuse me. Happy 57 to Kelly, who had her birthday last week. So what a good day to have a birthday. Happy birthday. It's a pretty day for it. Do something that you enjoy. Treat yourself. Oh, one of my baskets fell off my... Oh, no, it didn't. Never mind. I just couldn't see it from here. I thought it fell off. So, hello, Karen. What's up? So, I'm so excited that y'all are here. But I want you to see my chicken dress. And I want us to visit for a minute. I need to get there and get to work. I've already done my makeup. I ain't done my hair. Probably won't do my hair. I mean, if I just, like, throw some spray to it and, like, tease it up a little bit, it'll probably just be fine. It just look on purpose. But in the meantime, if you want a t-shirt, a hat, a coat, pair of earrings, whatever, get on Sarah Beth Terry. Check out the new merch. We have the new Sarah Beth Terry and You're Not tank tops, and the t-shirts are coming. I just had to get my supplier to get in shape. And because you have to order a specific color for that design. So it's, And the Uber Beat shirts are on there now, which are hilarious. They're so cute. But the all call still remains if you want us to come to your neck of the woods and you know a place to play, or you have a place to play, or you have a backyard that you want us to play, call me. Send me a message. Get on SarahBethTerry.com and fill out the form, whatever. If you also want a custom song, I do that as well. Or if you're good at sewing, go back and watch the replay, because I ask a lot of questions. So if you're just getting here, I'm not going to repeat myself. Thank you, Lisa. It's fantastic. And it goes all the way to the ground, and I love it. And I got it yesterday at an antique store. Dude, Brent, I had that same thought a while ago. I had that exact same thought. I was like, is that a premonition? Or is that just bad placement of where this flag is on this porch? Because you're right. I was like, thank you, Chris. Nice, Lynn. Get us in there. So, well, that's all I know from this side of the porch today. It is now 10 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. Get up and go to church if you're going to go. Call your dad. I might wake Sean up and be like, let's just go to church down our way to get some more stuff from Home Depot. You know how I feel about it. My church is right here on the porch. But I also encourage you to go and be among other brothers and sisters as well. I don't discourage it. I just, different strokes for different folks. I talked to God this morning. I'm talking to you now. Calling Dad here in a little bit. Checking it out. I will get some. Thanks for the suggestion. So, that's all I know. But, I'm going to get off here and get busy. But I'm so glad that we got to visit this morning. More importantly, I'm so glad that you got to see this outfit. And if you didn't, we're going to do it one more time because it's too fabulous. And Lisa just got here and she needs to see it. Can we just talk about it one more time? Can we just, Here she is, Miss America. Where's my crown? I don't get it down. I bet I have one. So anyway, we're going to make more of these. So people who so find me, you can be my, like Ella Langley designer, and you can make me a bunch of frilly outfits to wear. Why is the mail running on Sunday? Damn Amazon. That's all I know. Look at that. I'm turning into my Ink Genie. She could have that ash that long and not even realize it. She'd be talking the whole time. All right. Thank you for loving my basket archer. Come do it at your house, too. I do that, too. If you need help designing, landscaping, whatever, I do that as well. I used to be a designer. Used to be a florist. Used to be a hairdresser. Used to be a front desk manager. Used to be a hotel chef. Used to be a whatever. I've been it all. There's a lot of jobs that you do while you're trying to be a star. And I'm not a star yet. But at least now I get to sit on my porch and do what I love instead of working so hard all the time and things that I don't. You know. But in the meantime, friends, keep your Bibles open and your padded around your head on a swivel because people are acting crazy. Be nice to old people, animals, and children. Try to love your neighbor if you can't give it to God because he loves you and I do too. And there's nothing that you can do about it. Thank you for being here on the porch. Thanks for following me. Thanks for being my friend. Thanks for being another feral Christian, another cigarette mom, another queen bee connoisseur, another friend on the porch. Whatever you want to call yourself. We don't care. We're glad you're here. So, in the meantime, friends, until we meet again, remember, I'm Sarah Beth Terry. You're not. Bye.